So
I think
hopefully, they get to play.
I think the challenges that we had, things are better now.
Okay.
Well, Coach Kevin was part of the coaches who came out, to try and defuse the situation.
Yeah.
But I think we've got a quality opposition.
Yes.
That Malian team. And in Cairo, when we were there, we felt that they were very unfortunate not to proceed to the last 8.
Yes.
Because they were one of the teams to have a good record in the group stages. If you remember, I felt that they were very, very unfortunate to be knocked out in the last 16. And Mali, they always produce good players from your under-17s and your under-20s, and you see the progression. They are one of the few nations that are a constant feature in all the group stage. In fact, the age category tournaments and even in the senior team as well. And I think for us, there will be a perfect preparation for our game against Ghana in the AFCON qualifiers the following month. My only disappointment, and hopefully maybe the FA is still going to disappoint me, is that because we have not played since July at the AFCON, and the coach being new as a head coach, due to the situation we had last month, missed out on having a competitive game. We only have one friendly match before. So I hope that the FA can try and help the coach here, because they report for camp on a Monday and move to P on Tuesday, and then they play on Sunday, and then that will be the only game that he's got. And he's got 2 crucial games against Ghana and Sudan. And he's got 23 players for this camp. And most of these players all have to get, because after this, the coach will have, you will not have a chance to come up with excuses.
And the players haven't got their bonuses yet.
All right, no.
So I don't want to dwell much on. I don't want to dwell much on the
disappointment.
I don't want to dwell much on the team that has been selected, because it's more like the team that was there and they didn't play. But I just hope that the FA can get him a second game.
All right, there you go. There you had it.
Why it's not possible?
Before, other countries, serious countries, they already play one friendly game. They're waiting for the main qualifiers. How you want us to play?
No. But we're talking about countries that played in the last international week.
Friendly game.
Yeah, friendly game. Yes.
So no one want to play apart from Mali.
No, you are lying, man.
No one want to play.
No.
People are playing Brazil.
That is not true.
Countries are playing Brazil. They're playing Argentina.
No.
They are playing Brazil.
They are playing Brazil, but they are going to play on the African continent.
And I saw Daniel You are afraid of Daniel
No.
Is he retired?
My disappointment.
Your disappointment.
Ngomeni, the keeper. Highlands Park.
No.
No, this is no.
He's conflicted.
No.
But can we discuss this?
Because the best.
What is the definition of current form?
Your performance now.
There's a difference.
You to be selected.
There's a difference between club football.
Well. Everybody advocate for him to be in the national team.
You see,
at that moment, he was the top goalkeeper in the country.
Yes.
Ngomeni, single-handedly, I can say that he took Highlands Park to the finals. I think
so. Who would you drop?
The vet keeper is injured.
Okay.
You cannot take injured player. You cannot take injured goalkeeper to go to a tournament.
I think for you who's listening, this is Greg Itafia saying that his teammate, he feels that should be one of those.
This one is.
No, I'm not saying it for the correct.
No. We will not entertain. In fact, next week when they're playing the final, he must not come here.
So for me, when it comes to selection of the national team, I remember when I came to this country, we had the likes of Thabo Moki and Arthur Zwane, top players, but those players were very good for club. And they always failed to perform for the national team. Now you have got this situation where you always hear people making noise about this player should be the national team, should be given a chance. I declare that the national team is not for trying and testing. The national team is well done to serve the meal. You go there for the result.
All right, it's not for trying and testing. Coach Kevin Johnson, your thoughts on the national team coach we had when Molife Ntsiki was appointed, there was a little bit of that doubt that came from some sections. But your thoughts on a local coach who has been in the fold of the national team for quite some time, doing so well when it comes to youth teams, and now really at the surprise of most people being appointed the coach for Bafana Bafana.
Yeah, I think in respect to Molefe, he's cut his teeth at the bottom, the young ones, then the top ones.
Yes.
And sometimes there's certain coaches that are able to coach every 3 months, and in between they're able to study the game from a different level.
Yes.
And there's coaches like myself that you want to be on the pitch every day.
Every day, yeah.
You want to be on the pitch every day. You want to have that adrenaline run through you every day.
Okay.
And there's some people that watch outside and able to get the same feeling from watching their players play against each other in a different team environment. Elasto. And that for me, there's a fine line between those two, those type of coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I said early on, we've got to give him all the support.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
because we have so much avenues today in order to talk, in order to say what we want to say, we're all not going to be satisfied. But as an individual, I give him all my support. Who he picks, Timothy hit it on the head.
Yes.
The national team, the top team, is not for tried and test. It's the meal is there. You gotta come and eat it.
No experimenting.
There's no experimenting. You cannot experiment. And even if he takes out one and puts in another one, the one he's putting in is not to experiment. It's he's going to do a better job than the other one. And when you are picked for the national team, you've got to do it with pride. You've got to do it with every single drop of blood in your body to say, you know what, whether I play or whether I don't play, I'm part of this 22 or I'm part of this 23. And like I always tell my players, you are paid to train. To play is a bonus.
Wow. You are paid
To train.
to train.
That's a good one.
To play. It's a bonus. Now, coach, you might have touched on it because I was going to ask you this question. Why did you not apply for Bafana job? Or are there any plans in the future for you to become a Bafana coach?
Elasto, I think those positions are there to be headhunted. Exactly like the head coach of the Bafana team headhunts his players. So is that position headhunted within the surrounds of South African coaches?
Yeah.
So you the coach is saying that maybe you don't believe this thing of saying maybe the association, they say throw it out there, coaches apply for a job. You are saying that as an association they should go for the men that they feel should be the right man for the job.
Like I say, they should go for the man who they feel is the right man for the job. But like we've been arguing, he has to be local in order to build.
Yes.
And that is what's out there. For example, at the moment, who's the best coach in the PSL now? Who's doing the best with his team? No one can deny it. It's Pitso Mosimane.
Yes.
I can't take it away. You can't take it away from Pitso.
Yes.
You can't take it away from Pitso.
Yes.
But if I had to say what team is playing the best football, I can't take it away from Benny. Cape Town City is playing, for me, one of the best attractive footballs. You can watch them.
Wow.
There's I can see how I can beat Benny.
So coach,
Because Benny is playing a certain type of football.
I can plainly put it. You can see a team that is being coached and a team that is being trained.
Oh wow! All right, I know.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
No.
No, come on, understand it, Timothy.
Which teams are?
Yeah, I'm a bit slow today, Timothy. What was? Yeah.
So what are you saying?
Trained.
There's a difference between a team that is being coached
For example?
and a team that is being trained.
No,
For example.
That one we shall leave it for
Yeah,
another
no,
day.
all right. This man is very philosophical. Okay, Velile, just to wrap it up on this topic discussion of Bafana. What will take Bafana to go to the next level? we would say that quarterfinal exit at AFCON, not a train smash. There is
An accident. It was an accident.
not a train smash. Now we're coming now to, of course, the World Cup is around the corner. The qualifiers are going to start 2022. What next for Bafana? For them, Velile, to be in the same mode as your Super Eagles, as your Ghanas, as your Senegals of this world. What needs to be done?
Well, I think you must not put Bafana in the same mode as Ghana. Ghana has not won this AFCON in 37 years.
Okay, so Ghana,
Put Nigeria. Put Nigeria.
but Ghana,
Nigeria missed 2 AFCONs.
No,
before this
we
one.
won it not quite long. In this
but look,
I hear what
for-
Phil is saying, yes.
for-
But you understand the point.
for a country that has only been in international football for less than 30 years, and been to 2 World Cups, qualifying for those World Cups,
Yes.
and also hosting. I just feel that I miss that Bafana of the first 10 years
Okay.
of our return to international